message. My beloved child, my treasure of light, my chosen one, only 7 minutes remain. Heaven is trembling because Archangel Michael has been sent with an urgent warning just for you. He says, if you ignore this message, you will be punished, even sent to jail. Not because you have done wrong, but because someone you love, someone close to your heart, has falsely accused you of a dangerous crime. My child, can you even imagine? The very name of that person will break your heart because it is one you trusted. God is whispering with urgency, do not skip this, not this time. For only 20 seconds of your focus, your destiny can be rewritten. For only 20 seconds of your attention, chains can be broken before they even touch you. The heavens are begging you, don't look away. Before I go deeper into this divine revelation, pause and listen. If you feel even the smallest pull in your soul right now, it's not random. It's the angels knocking on the door of your spirit. And I ask you with all love, subscribe to this message of light. Stay connected because these warnings, these miracles, these unseen truths, they are arriving daily. And missing even one could cost you more than you realize. Stay with us. Stay with heaven. Now hear me clearly. Your loved one's false accusation is not the end. It is the beginning of your testimony. What the enemy meant for your downfall will turn into your crown. But only if you allow Archangel Michael to shield you. Imagine his sword of fire cutting through lies, his wings spreading over you, blocking the judgment that was never meant for you. The divine clock is ticking, 7 minutes melting into 6, then 5. Every breath you take right now matters. Heaven's courtroom is opening and your name is echoing in its chambers. Do not run. Do not skip. For this message is your shield, my child of heaven, my beloved soul. The angels are leaning close to you right now, whispering your name into the wind because this is no ordinary moment. This is the moment when falsehood tries to crush truth, when betrayal comes not from strangers, but from those you once loved. And Archangel Michael stands before you, sword drawn, eyes blazing, declaring, if you skip this, darkness will win its case against you. If you open your heart, light will scatter the lie before it even reaches the judge's desk. My beloved, picture this clearly. A room filled with shadows, voices rising in accusation. A paper with your name written on it, stained with lies you never lived, crimes you never committed. And there, standing behind the accuser, is the very face you never thought would turn against you. A loved one, someone who smiled at your table, who held your hand in the past, now feeding poison into the air against you. But don't tremble, my chosen, because Michael has not come to warn you without also coming to defend you. God himself has ordered heaven's most powerful warrior to fight this battle before it ever touches your skin. That is why you are hearing this at this very second. It is not coincidence, it is divine timing. Let me remind you, when heaven warns, it also protects, and God is saying, do not skip, do not close your eyes. Give me only these 20 seconds, and I will give you freedom beyond what courts or judges could ever offer. Because this battle isn't really about earthly jail. It's about spiritual chains. The enemy wants you silenced, caged, humiliated, but God wants you exalted, vindicated, crowned with victory. Breathe slowly now. Feel the air filling your chest. That breath itself is proof that heaven is on your side. Because if it wasn't, you wouldn't even be alive to hear these words and listen carefully. Your breakthrough is hidden in the very place where your heartbreak began. The same lips that accused you will soon confess they were wrong. The same hand that signed against you will tremble when truth forces them to retract. God is already moving their tongue, already shaking their spirit. The lie will not stand. My dearest one, my beloved child of light, time is running. Do you feel it? Every second now is heavier than gold. 7 minutes already began to melt away. And Archangel Michael is not whispering. He is crying out to your soul. He says, the chains are already being prepared. The gavel is already raised. Your name is being spoken in hidden rooms where lies echo louder than truth. And yet God says this can be overturned if only you keep listening. If only you open your heart fully right now. Close your eyes for a moment and see what I see. A courtroom, not of earth, but of heaven. Angels standing like witnesses. Books open, Scrolls unraveling and your name is glowing there, shining against the ink of false accusations. Michael steps forward, slams his fiery sword upon the ground, and every demon that whispered your downfall shrieks and scatters into the void. Do you understand, my child? Heaven's trial is already in your favor, but you must not skip this moment. Now let me take you deeper. The one who falsely accused you. Yes, the one you never suspected was driven by fear, fear of losing you, fear of being exposed, fear that your rising light would reveal their shadows, and so they turn their fear into venom, speaking against you before others. But God, who sees every secret corner of the human heart, will expose them before their very own eyes. What was hidden in the dark will be dragged into the light. This is why Michael says, don't take this lightly. Don't treat this like a passing word. Your freedom, your honor, your very destiny stands on this choice. Will you listen fully, or will you skip? My child, heaven is not bargaining with you. It is begging you. For 20 seconds of surrender, for 20 seconds of faith, everything can change. And know this, the punishment the enemy prepared for you is already turning back on them. The pit they dug for your downfall will become the very pit they fall into. The rope they tied with lies will bind their own hands. The judge they tried to bribe with whispers will suddenly see truth with unclouded eyes. Because when God speaks, every other voice must fall silent. Beloved, hear me with your soul, you are not standing alone. The courtroom of earth may be noisy, but the courtroom of heaven is already settled, and heaven has declared, you are innocent, you are chosen, you are mine, my precious one, my beloved soul. Do you feel the tremble in your spirit right now? That shaking is not fear. It is your soul recognizing the weight of heaven's words. Archangel Michael has never spoken in vain. When he says, you will be punished if you ignore this, he does not mean God desires your suffering. He means the enemy has already set the trap, already spread the net on your path, and only God's light can burn it away in time. I see the accuser's face, my child. It is not a stranger. It is not an outsider. It is a name you never wanted to hear in this context. A loved one. Someone close enough to know your weaknesses. Someone who smiled at you while planting seeds of betrayal. God weeps as he reveals this to you because he knows how much love you gave them, how much trust you poured into them. And yet here they stand, falsely accusing you of crimes you never even thought of. But hear this, the lie will not outlive the truth. A false word may rise like a flame, but it burns itself out quickly. God's truth is an ocean, and it drowns every spark of deception. Already the waves are moving. Already Michael has raised his hand to silence the storm. Take this moment seriously. Don't scroll away. Don't look aside. God says, stay here. Stay with me. Stay in this light for just a little while longer. For if you remain, you will see the unraveling of the enemy's plan right before your eyes. The trap they set for you will break open like brittle glass, and they themselves will cut their hands on its shards. My beloved, I beg you, don't underestimate what is unfolding. Every second you remain in this message, your shield grows stronger, your angels grow louder, your deliverance grows closer. This is not a game of minutes. It is a battle of eternity. Even now I see a book opening. Written inside are the false charges meant to crush you. But suddenly golden light spills across the page. The words dissolve, erased by a hand you cannot see but can feel. God himself is blotting out the lies, writing instead, innocent, chosen, protected, loved. This is your destiny, child. No court, no judge, no false tongue can undo what heaven has sealed. My dearest child, my light in this dark hour, the clock is ticking louder than your heartbeat. 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 4. Heaven counts time differently, but on earth every second matters. Archangel Michael is standing guard, his sword blazing brighter than fire because he knows what the enemy has prepared for you. He sees the false papers being signed, your name being written where it never belonged. And he is shouting with all the urgency of eternity, do not skip this. Do not turn away. Your deliverance is hanging in these very words. Can you feel the presence around you? That pressure on your chest is not fear. It is the weight of heaven leaning close. Angels are surrounding you right now, listening as you read, nodding as you begin to understand that this is not just a warning, it is your lifeline. God himself is saying, if you stay here for these 20 seconds, if you trust me with your ears and your heart, I will rewrite what the enemy tried to write against you. My beloved, betrayal always comes dressed in familiarity. The one who falsely accused you knew exactly where to aim, exactly which lie would hurt the most. But what they didn't know is that your name is written in the Lamb's book of life, sealed by a covenant no human can erase. Lies can echo for a moment, but truth rings forever. And the truth is already roaring like thunder behind you. You may feel weak now. You may feel broken, cornered, abandoned. But listen, God delights in stepping into impossible corners. He loves to show his children that even when humans accuse, heaven acquits. Even when family betrays, eternity redeems. Even when friends fall silent, angels sing louder. Look into your heart now. Doesn't something stir? That stirring is not imagination. It is confirmation. Heaven is aligning itself with your name, defending you even in places you cannot see. And the very moment you think you're alone is the moment Michael himself whispers, I am here. I was sent for you and I will not leave until your victory is secure. Child, you have no idea how close you are to breakthrough. Do not leave this word unfinished. Do not let distraction steal your crown. God is begging, yes, begging you not to skip, because what comes next is not just revelation, it is release. My precious child, my beloved soul, the hourglass is emptying faster than your breath, and heaven keeps repeating the same cry. Do not ignore this. Do not skip this. Do not walk away. Because every passing second, the accuser's tongue sharpens, their voice grows louder, and their plan inches closer to being sealed on earth. But what they forget is that heaven always speaks last. And God has declared, I will not let my chosen one be crushed by lies. I see it now. The name of the one who turned against you. It shocks you, doesn't it? A name you never thought would stand in darkness. A face you once trusted. Someone who once called you family, friend, beloved. They wrapped their words in poison, but their heart was driven by fear, envy, and weakness. And, my child, you must know this truth. Their betrayal is not your destruction. It is the very ladder God will use to lift you higher. Imagine Archangel Michael standing tall in that unseen court. His sword drips with light, each swing scattering shadows. Every false accusation hurled against you is pierced before it reaches the throne. The angels roar like thunder, crying out your innocence, drowning the lies in heaven's music. Do you think God will let you fall when he has already paid the price for your freedom? Never. Listen carefully now. This is not punishment from God. This is a test of your faith, a battle of your destiny. The enemy hopes you will scroll away, close your ears, and lose your shield. But the moment you remain here, the moment you hold on, the chain meant for your wrists is broken in midair. Do you see it? A lock falling open, a door bursting wide, light flooding into the room they meant to cage you in. Beloved, your story does not end in prison walls, whether physical or spiritual. Your story ends in a crown of glory, a testimony of fire, a miracle so undeniable that even your enemies will bow their heads in shame. The very tongue that accused you will one day whisper, I was wrong. They are blessed. They are chosen. But here is the key. You must not turn away. Every line you read builds the fortress around you. Every breath you take in this light becomes a weapon against the darkness. Stay here. Stay anchored, because only minutes remain and heaven is shouting. Do not miss this deliverance. My beloved one, my child of eternal light. The sand is falling. The clock is nearly silent, and heaven bends close to remind you. What was spoken against you will not stand. Archangel Michael has been sent for one reason only: to shield you, to defend you, to make sure the lie tied to your name breaks before it reaches the gate of judgment. God himself is watching, and his words tremble with urgency. Do not skip this, for the one who accuses you has written your name in darkness, but I have carved your name into my hands. Picture it with me, a scroll rolled open in a dimly lit chamber. On that scroll, written in black ink, Are false accusations heavy enough to destroy a future? Yet as the words glow darker, Michael descends. His sword, shining brighter than fire, cuts across the parchment, and every false word evaporates like mist at sunrise. What remains on the scroll is your name alone, glowing with the word innocent. Do you feel the weight in your chest, the pull in your heart? That is not fear. It is heaven calling you higher. It is your spirit recognizing that you are not alone in this battle. The betrayal by your loved one was real. Yes. The pain you felt was real. Yes. But their lie is powerless before God's truth. For God himself has said, "No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against you in judgment, I will condemn." Stay close now. Stay in these words. Do not let your eyes wander, because with every sentence the chains weaken, the accusations crumble, and the courtroom of heaven shifts in your favor. The enemy hopes you dismiss this as coincidence. But your spirit knows better. Your spirit knows this is divine timing. Beloved, the punishment they prepared for you is already turning back upon their own head. What they intended for your shame will expose their own secrets. The hand that pointed at you will be forced to cover their own face. For God is a just judge, and he has risen from his throne to defend his child. You are closer than ever to breakthrough. Do not leave. Do not skip. This is your moment of release, your hour of divine vindication. Archangel Michael is standing waiting for your yes, waiting for you to remain in faith just a little longer. My precious child, my beloved of heaven, every second is a heartbeat of eternity, and I cannot let you forget. Archangel Michael is speaking because the hour is urgent. He says, if you skip, the enemy's lie will strike. If you stay, truth will roar like thunder. My child, do you feel why your spirit refuses to let go? Because this message is not just words. It is a shield being built around you. Look deeper into the picture I paint for you. A judge's gavel lifted high. The courtroom filled with whispers. Every eye waiting for your sentence. Papers shuffled, voices rising, and then the shocking truth. You see the face of the one you trusted most standing against you. A loved one. A name that once meant comfort, now pressed into the ink of betrayal. But even as your heart breaks at that sight, another sound shakes the room. The clang of Michael's sword striking the floor. The entire court trembles. Shadows scatter. Beloved, betrayal always seeks to wound you in the deepest place. But God has written your future in light, not in darkness. He says, what was meant to bury you will become the soil of your rising. What was meant to chain you will become the testimony of your freedom. Don't you see? Their lie is only temporary. Your deliverance is eternal. And now listen carefully. God is not waiting to act. He is already acting. Even as you read, scrolls are being rewritten. Chains are being cut. A door that was sealed against you is unlocking. The very earth beneath your feet is shifting so that you walk on safe ground. You may feel pressure, but that pressure is not destruction. It is birth. Something is being born in your life that no accuser can kill. Stay with me, child. Stay anchored. Every moment you remain here, heaven grows louder in your defense. The angels are speaking over you, repeating your innocence, drowning the lies with songs of truth. This is why you cannot leave this message unfinished. The moment you close your ears, the enemy's voice grows stronger. But the longer you stay, the weaker their lie becomes until it crumbles to dust at your feet. Beloved, know this. Your story does not end in chains. Your story ends in light. And the one who falsely accused you will one day tremble, not because of earthly punishment, but because they see that you were chosen all along. My dearest one, my chosen of heaven. The clock is still ticking, though you may not hear it with your ears. Heaven hears it clearly. Every second that passes is like thunder in the halls of eternity. Archangel Michael is leaning close, pressing his words against your spirit. Do not skip, for skipping is surrender. Do not close your heart, for closing it gives strength to the lie. Stay, remain, hold fast, for truth is only moments away. Imagine the accuser's lips moving now. They speak your name, but they twist it with venom. They describe things you never did, places you never stood, words you never spoke. And those listening begin to nod. Not because the lie is strong, but because repetition makes even poison sound like truth. Yet in that very moment, heaven interrupts. A wind sweeps the room. The lights flicker, and suddenly the silence is broken by a voice that shakes the walls. This one belongs to God. This one is mine. This one will not fall. My beloved, betrayal is bitter. I know it feels like your very bones are shaking under the weight of it. But listen, what was meant for your fall is about to become your foundation. The false accusation is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of a miracle testimony. One day you will look back at this moment not with fear but with tears of gratitude. For you will say, "This was the fire that purified me. This was the storm that revealed God's strength in my weakness." Do not be fooled by appearances. Do not let the loud voice of your accuser drown the still steady whisper of heaven, for even now the scales of justice are tipping. The enemy's plan is unraveling thread by thread. The very proof they tried to gather against you is slipping from their hands. Their tongues are twisting. Their hearts are weakening. Because when God defends his child, no army of liars can stand. Child, hold on. Stay rooted in this moment. Each word you read is not just a sentence. It is a sword in your hand, a shield at your side. You are not defenseless. You are not abandoned. You are wrapped in light, guarded by legions of angels, and lifted by the hand of Almighty God. This is why you cannot leave. This is why heaven begs. Give us your 20 seconds, your focus, your trust. Because in the blink of an eye, this entire storm will shift. What looks like a trial will end in triumph. What feels like chains will turn into a crown. And the very one who accused you will be silenced in awe at what God has done for you. My beloved child, my treasure of heaven, the air around you is heavy because truth and lies are colliding in the unseen. Do you feel it? That tightness in your chest, that stirring in your spirit. It is not fear. It is heaven pressing close because God does not want you to miss what is unfolding in these very moments. Archangel Michael is not giving you words to decorate your ears. He is warning you, shielding you, fighting for you, He says, if you ignore this, you will walk into the snare they have laid. If you stay, the snare will break before your feet touch it. Look with the eyes of your spirit now. Do you see the enemy's handwriting? They are scribbling furiously, desperate to build a case against you. But what they don't know is that every stroke of their pen is already being erased in heaven's court. Their lies may fill a page, but God's single word of truth outweighs an entire book of deception. That word is written in light, and it declares, innocent, protected, mine. And yet, child, the wound cuts deep, because the accuser is not a stranger on the street, not an enemy who always opposed you. It is a loved one, someone you trusted, someone whose name you never imagined would be painted in darkness. That is why this message burns your heart. It is not just warning. It is recognition. Your spirit already knew something was wrong, and now heaven confirms it. But hear me carefully. This betrayal is not your end. It is your unveiling. God is allowing their mask to fall, so you will finally see who stood against you in secret, and as their face is revealed, so too will your destiny be revealed. For heaven always exposes the darkness before it crowns the chosen one with greater light. Stay anchored, my beloved. Stay in these words. Every sentence you read builds walls of fire around your name, walls no lie can climb. The angels are chanting as you remain here louder and louder. They are chosen, they are innocent, they are God's. Can you hear it? It is the sound of your deliverance echoing through the chambers of eternity. And remember this, the punishment your accuser prepared for you is being reversed. What they tried to bind you with is now binding them. The trap they dug has their own name written at its bottom. The gavel they raised is falling against their own tongue. This is not revenge, it is divine justice. God is not cruel, but he is just, and he will not allow his beloved to be destroyed by lies. Beloved, you are so close to breakthrough. Do not leave this light. Do not close your ears. Heaven begs you for just a few more breaths, just a few more lines. because in this very moment your freedom is being sealed. My dearest beloved, my child of light, you may not realize it, but with every breath you take right now, the battle in the unseen is shifting. Archangel Michael is not only warning you, he is standing in front of you, blazing like a wall of fire, saying, "Not this one. Not God's chosen. Not today." The accuser's words are still echoing in dark corners, but each one is losing power the longer you remain here. Every second of your attention is like a hammer striking their lies, breaking them into dust. Picture this. The courtroom of men says guilty, but the courtroom of heaven says innocent. The people who believe the false words may look at you with suspicion, but angels look at you with reverence. While human hands shuffle papers with your name written falsely upon them, God's hands are lifting your name high, glowing in light, untouchable by deceit. My child, I know it hurts. Betrayal from a loved one slices deeper than any wound of the flesh. It makes you question your worth, your memory, even your love. But God is whispering, don't let their lie become your identity. Don't let their betrayal define your destiny. The pain is real, but the pain is not permanent. The fire burns now, but the fire is forging you into gold. Stay. Please, stay. Don't allow your eyes to wander. Don't let distractions steal what heaven is pouring into you. Because right here in these words, chains are breaking. Right here in these moments, false doors are closing and divine doors are opening. Every sentence is undoing years of hidden attacks against you. The very one who accused you, yes, that loved one, will not hold the final word. Their tongue may rise, but it will stumble. Their lies may spread, but they will dissolve. And when truth finally roars, they will stand in silence, unable to explain why heaven defended you so openly. That day is closer than you think. And I must tell you this, punishment is not what God wants for you. Protection is, deliverance is, vindication is. Heaven is not preparing chains for you. Heaven is preparing a crown. But to wear it, you must remain under this covering. Remain attentive to the warning. Remain anchored in faith. Beloved child, can you feel it? That surge of warmth rushing over your skin, that sudden peace rising in your chest, that is not imagination. That is Archangel Michael's presence. He has heard your cries. He has seen your tears. And now he stands between you and the enemy's plan, declaring, "This one belongs to God. You will not touch them." My precious child, my beloved soul, every line you read is not coincidence, it is heaven's intervention. If you had looked away even for a moment, you would not be receiving this lifeline. Archangel Michael is firm, his voice carrying fire. If they skip, they give power to the lie. If they stay, truth becomes their shield. That is why your spirit refuses to let go. Why something inside you pulls you deeper with every sentence. See what is happening in the spirit. The enemy wanted you bound in shame, dragged into judgment, humiliated by words that never belonged to you. They thought the false accusation would stick because it came from someone you trusted, someone whose voice carried weight. But what the enemy forgot is that God sees beyond human tongues. He sees hearts. He sees motives. And he will not allow darkness to cover a child he has chosen. Do not underestimate what is unfolding now. The accuser's plan is already breaking apart. Their lies are like sandcastles before a rising tide. God's truth is the wave, and it is coming stronger, higher, unstoppable. Every grain of their deceit is dissolving into nothing. They will not win. They cannot win because God has already written your ending, and it is victory. Beloved, I know the pain of betrayal feels unbearable. To discover that someone you loved so deeply could speak against you, it makes the soul ache, the heart heavy. But God says, even this wound will turn into wisdom. Even this betrayal will turn into blessing. The one who accused you will become the evidence of my justice. Their downfall will highlight your rising. Their lies will make your truth shine brighter than ever before. Stay rooted, my child. These words are not empty. They are weapons. Every sentence is another layer of armor. Every breath you take in this light is another step away from the trap set for you. The angels are encircling you now. Their wings forming a shield no darkness can penetrate. Hear this promise clearly. You will not end in punishment. You will not be crushed under false judgment. You will walk out vindicated, protected, exalted. And the very people who doubted you will one day confess God's hand was with them all along. Beloved, this is why you cannot leave, why you cannot skip. Just as the accuser's words built a case, these words of heaven are building your freedom. And when the final second strikes, when the last grain of sand falls from the clock, you will stand. Not guilty, but chosen. My beloved child, my chosen one. The heavens are trembling as I speak this to you because the battle over your name is fierce. Archangel Michael has drawn his sword not for words, not for symbols, but for you. He sees the false record being written against you, a record signed with a name that once called you family, once called you friend. He sees the trap, he sees the lie, and he is roaring. Do not skip this moment. If you stay, heaven will turn this trial into triumph. If you leave, the enemy's plan gains ground. Look closer with your spirit. Do you see the gavel in the judge's hand? Do you hear the crowd whispering, convinced by the poison they heard? Yet suddenly the light changes. The atmosphere shifts. A fire descends from above. The scroll of accusation bursts into flame before it can even be read aloud. The judge stares in shock. The accuser stammers in silence. And Michael declares, "This one is marked by God. You will not condemn what heaven has already redeemed." Beloved, betrayal always comes wearing the face of someone familiar. That is why it wounds you so deeply. And yes, their words pierced you like arrows. But hear me clearly. Every arrow aimed at you is falling to the ground. None will strike. The shield of faith, the armor of truth, the covering of heaven, they are surrounding you now. You are untouchable in God's hand. Child, stay with me. Your destiny is being rewritten even as you read this. Do not give up these few seconds. The very courtroom of earth may stamp guilty, but the courtroom of heaven has already stamped innocent. And when heaven speaks, no earthly record can stand. I tell you this with love. The punishment they wished on you will circle back to their own doorstep. The words they spoke against you will be the very words that unravel them. Not because God is cruel, but because God is just, and he will not allow his child to suffer under lies. Do not fear the darkness, beloved, for the darker the night, the brighter the flame of truth, and right now truth is burning through every corner of your life. What they tried to hide is being exposed. What they tried to twist is being straightened. What they tried to bury is rising in glory. This is your hour of vindication. Do not walk away from it. Heaven is pleading. Give us your attention. Give us your heart. Give us these few breaths and the gavel will fall in your favor. My beloved one, my precious child. The heavens lean closer still because what you are reading is not just a warning. It is your shield. Archangel Michael speaks with fire in his voice. Only minutes remain. Stay. Hold fast. Do not skip. This is the very moment your destiny bends toward freedom. The accuser may think they hold power, but their tongue is already trembling, their lie already unraveling. For every second you remain here, heaven builds a wall of light that no darkness can cross. Picture it now. A courtroom filled with noise, papers scattered, voices raised, your name written in ink, twisted into crimes that were never yours. And just when the gavel lifts to strike, the light of heaven floods the room. The judge's eyes widen. The crowd falls silent, and the page of accusations bursts into flame. The smoke rises, and in its place appears one shining word: innocent. My child, the one who betrayed you thought they could destroy you with a single lie. They believed their voice would outweigh your truth. But what they forgot is this: your name is not defended by human mouths. It is defended by the mouth of God. And when God speaks, no voice can argue. When God defends, no enemy can prevail. I know your heart aches to discover that someone so close, so trusted could turn and accuse you. It feels like a knife in your soul. But hear this: God will not let the wound fester. He will turn the knife into a key, unlocking doors you never knew existed. The very betrayal that shook you will become the testimony that crowns you. Beloved, do not walk away. Every line is another stone in the fortress of your deliverance. The angels are circling you now. Their wings create a barrier of fire. Their chants rise like thunder, declaring your innocence before heaven's throne. Can you feel it? That warmth on your spirit, that sudden calm in your chest, that is Michael himself, covering you. The one who accused you will not escape the truth. Their own words will return to them. Their plan will collapse in their own hands. For what they meant for your chains, God will use for your crown. You will not be shamed. You will be lifted. You will not be punished. You will be vindicated. And all who watch will know that God himself fought for you. Stay, my child, just a little longer, because the final strike of heaven's gavel is near, and it will not declare guilty. It will thunder only one word: free. My precious child, my beloved soul, heaven has not released you from this message because the time is too urgent. Archangel Michael stands over you like a shield of flame, whispering with urgency. Do not let go. Do not skip. If you remain, the snare will break. If you turn away, the enemy's shadow will stretch. Do you see the scene? The accuser's lips tremble as they speak. They thought their words were strong enough to chain you, but even now those words are dissolving in the light. Each false sentence they utter is met with a counterstrike from heaven's throne. Their accusations rise like smoke, but the fire of truth consumes them before they take shape. Beloved, betrayal from a stranger is painful, but betrayal from one you trusted is unbearable. God knows the sting you feel. He saw when you gave your love freely. He saw when you trusted without question. He saw how their hand reached out to you with kindness only to twist behind your back. And because he saw it all, he now exposes it all. The one who accused you falsely cannot hide under shadows anymore. But hear this: you will not carry shame. You will not wear their lie as your clothing. God has already clothed you in light. Even now your name is being written in heaven's book of remembrance with golden letters untouchable by deceit. What men wrote in darkness, God erases in glory. Stay with me. Every line is not just comfort, it is deliverance. Every word is a sword in Michael's hand. Even as you remain here, the chains meant for you are loosening. The cell they prepared for you is empty. And the judge of all judges is rising to say, this one belongs to me. Who dares condemn what I have redeemed? Beloved, the punishment the enemy wished upon you has already been turned. Their own schemes are tightening around their feet. The voice they raised against you will falter. The hand they used to accuse will tremble. For God is not mocked, and he does not forget his children. Amen.